Hi, my name is Mimi. This is my YouTube channel. If you're new here, thank you so much for clicking on that video. And if you're not new here, thank you so much for coming back. It's so nice to see you. So today we're going to be reviewing the new Loreal foundation. Okay, it actually claims that it's mask friendly, like it's mask proof, transfer proof, or whatever they associate that with. Okay, so it's got a new formula that they've created now that states that it will not transfer onto the mask. So I feel that if you're going to review a product for people, you should at least use it for pretty much 3 weeks, maybe at the max, maybe 2 or maybe a week. Literally do everything with the foundation before you come to people and be telling them that, yeah, no, this is good, no, I recommend this, no, use this, no, blah, 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 whatnot. So this is the foundation. It actually claims that it is mask proof. It's even stated on the sticker, as you can see. I'm not quite sure if you can see. Wait, it's ready for it to focus. Okay, it's focused. It states that it is not going to transfer. Okay, so I'm a Caramel Toffee. Not exactly though. I couldn't find my perfect shade, but hey, it works. It's close to. And remember, with foundation, you know, it kind of changes. Here we're in the middle of winter, so during summer it is going to be perfect, definitely sure. But because it's winter, it is a bit. Yeah, okay, so let's quickly check out what it says on the side. Okay, so on the side, I was just done a while ago. On the side it says it recommends that you use this foundation with a flat top brush and you use it with a stiffening motion. I didn't see that. Okay, wow. You can also use your hand, but they personally feel that you should use their liquid Loreal Infallible 24-hour matte coverage with a makeup beauty blender. Okay, it states that it's actually 24-hour matte full coverage, natural second skin kind of finish, formulated with an ultra blurring serum and mattifying powder for an ultra resistant matte coverage, combating shine for up to 24 hours. It is sweat proof, yeah, heat proof, transfer proof, also waterproof with an SPF of 18. It is actually 30 mils as stated. It is in a squeezed plastic tube as stated. I don't know that it has 20 shades. It says some more that I can actually tell you on this foundation is that it doesn't oxidize. It remains true to its shade. Another thing is it's good for oily skin, but it is also good for dry skin in the sense that it is not really that mattifying or drying, you know. But if you're a person who has oily skin, it is also good. Definitely so it will keep those oils in, girl. Okay. It is high coverage. I feel like it's the best foundation that I've discovered in 2021. But hey, I remain to be corrected, you know. These foundations, these makeup companies be upgrading themselves and constantly, you know, reviewing their formulas. And I know that Revlon has come up with a new transfer proof liquid foundation. Also, they just literally redid their old foundation just the way that L'Oreal did. So enough about that. Let's quickly apply it and see. What I quickly did is I put on some concealer on my dark marks and I hid my dark marks. The concealer that I used is actually my Wet n Wild concealer. That's the concealer that I used. But you can use any. There's one that I'm trying to try out, the Smudge concealer, which is also good, but you have to like really be precise with like in terms of knowing your shade when it comes to this, because it is very, very difficult to actually find the right shade. I probably bought the wrong shade 2 times. So that's why I'm recommending that you pretty much just use or buy or get the Wet n Wild. It is not that expensive. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to take the foundation and we're going to put a bit of it on our hand, the back of our hand. Okay, I'd advise that you actually shake it first. I never shake it. I'd advise that you always shake your makeup first before you use foundation, not makeup. Your foundation, you always shake it before you actually put it onto your skin. So it's on the back of my hand, as you can see, and we're going to quickly just, as they stated, I'm going to be using a beauty blender because they recommend or they like using a beauty blender. And we're just going to quickly put this on. Don't mind me looking down the whole entire time. My mirror is down here. So what I wanted to say again with regard to looking for your shade, I'd recommend that instead of going to our usual drugstores, our clinics, our Dis-chem, go to a departmental store like your Fashionies, your Woolworths, your Edgar's, where they're actually people who actually know about makeup, not just people who are put there just to keep the aisle safe, just to make sure that nobody's going to be stealing anything, you know. It's actually precisely, most definitely, people who know or have a background about makeup, you know. I'm not saying that people at clinics and Dis-chem don't know about makeup, but so. You know, it's sketchy. You can get something and it's not the right thing, you know. But with departmental stores, you actually find people who are able to, you know, sort of guide you, you know, tell you about the shades. And if you get a shade, like if you already somebody who uses maybe, let's say Maybelline or maybe Revlon, and you know your perfect shade there, you can just go on sites like your foundation.com, findation.com, or Maybelline.co.za, or you can even go to Yardley, I think it's your Yardleymatch.com. You can even go to Catrice Cosmetics. You can even go to Estee Lauder on the site and actually look for shades that match your skin tone. They are able to actually get those, you know, perfectly. You know, they don't miss it if you enter the right information. So if maybe you have like 2 other products that you use, you can actually just type those in and then they can find the perfect shade for you in their range, you know, or in their products. Or just go to, you know, departmental stores and they'll be able to just assist you. You know, you can even get a tester there. They don't have a problem with that, unlike our clicks and Dis-chem. Tester. Departmental stores, you can get a tester and test it out. You know, sometimes the lights there, you know, you know, you just be like, hey, this is the right shade for me. And then you get home and after a while you're like, it's not working for me and it's not for me, you know. You can even get a tester there, any kind of tester, they're good. They'll give you those testers and you can test it at home, you know, be sure about what you're gonna get. You know, if you feel like it's not a good shade for you, yeah, you can get both. So now I'm just gonna touch up where I feel like I have dark marks that I really want to, you know, cover up fully. You know, and that goes with picking your shade, okay? And then there are some sites that can help you. I will put a list below, you know, be able to assist you with your undertone, you know. You take a picture, you know, you go to a lighter place where there's lighting and you take a picture and they're able to tell you, or from the picture that you sent. And you can send it through and they'll be able to tell you what would be good. But they love to recommend high-end foundations, you know, unlike our usual drugstore foundations. But it's very vital that you find a shade that is perfect and good for you and works for you, okay? I know I'll be looking ghosty, as I stated to you. It's winter, I'm feeling kind of, and the foundation just looks, but in summer, I'm definitely sure that it is the perfect shade for me. As I stated, that I like to get a foundation and use it for a while before I recommend it to people, or even do a review on it, or even talk about it, you know? You wanna tell people something you're sure about. Next thing is, she uses it, and she's like, you be lying to me. So now I don't want you guys commenting and saying that I be lying to y'all, you know, no. I always want to be honest and truthful with you guys. This is not a paid promotion, by the way. I'm just doing this because I feel like this is really, really, really a good foundation. And it's full coverage, as you can see. Okay, so now I'm just going to carry on doing my whole face. Okay, so we're going to be adding our concealer. I'm going to be using my Loreal Infallible concealer today. We're just going to dot it. Remember I said you don't have to put on a whole lot of concealer under your eyes because of the creasing. If this concealer gets on your fine lines under your eyes, you will look older and aging and just look granny-like. But another good one is the Maybelline Instant Anti-Age Eraser. It's very, very, very good. It's also good. Though, I mean, we're always going to have creasing under our eyes and we just have to accept that. But you can constantly just fix it, you know, like literally just like fix it. So while we're waiting for that to get all tacky and working itself in, I'm going to be showing you what I used under my foundation. So what I used is my BioNike Defense Hydro Gel. It's good in the sense that it hydrates my skin, you know, and It keeps it all moist and forms a barrier of protection before I put my foundation. Another thing that I use for oil control, because I am oily at sometimes but dry at sometimes, is the Johnson's Oil Control. It is also very, very good. After that, what I use as a primer is my instant Maybelline Baby Skin. Maybelline Instant Pore Razor. Baby Skin. I just like the whole baby skin idea. You know how babies have soft skins. Oh my word. And on my lips, I use this Dis-chem. Can you please like focus? I use this Dis-chem jelly on my lips. Looking all glistened up and all shiny. Okay, so I think it's taking enough. Just blend it in. Blend. Blend. Okay. Blend all of that in. Another thing that is good is that you dampen your beauty blender. Don't wet it. I'd advise that when you do wet it, okay, just put it in a glass of water, run it through a tap, and then suck out the excess water, and then take a towel and dry it off just a little bit, like squeeze 1, 2, and then you can start using it. Because you don't want to now have water on your beauty blender and you're putting water and you're putting makeup. It just looks ashy and it just looks like it's falling apart after a while. Or when you keep on blending, you see that it actually moves the product instead of like keeping the product on the skin. Okay, so the next thing that I'm going to be using to set this concealer is this Wet n Wild pressed powder, coverall pressed powder, and I'm just gonna pick it up on this brush of mine. You don't need a lot, just a little bit, just a little bit, literally little bit. Blow off the excess and just quickly set that. Setting that with this full coverage concealer. Okay. The next thing that I'm going to be doing, we'll come back to highlighting all of our face. What I'm going to do quickly now is I'm going to use my Smudge press powder in Mohegan to actually do my contour. Okay, and I'm going to be keeping it pretty much right in this section and taking it high up, you know, just right here. Nothing's gonna go beyond my eye, literally just here. I'm going to be keeping everything there because I'm trying to give myself a nice face lift. Okay, so we said we're going to start here. Just make sure that you make it high. Just to keep it high, you know. Keep it high right here. Nothing beyond the eye. This is good for giving yourself a lift, you know. You just contour just like that and you blend it in. I advise that you use powders to contour than liquids, because if you're a beginner, it's difficult to work with liquids, you know, because you have to, especially if you're working on a budget, because you have to get the liquid, and with every liquid you need to set it. So can you imagine all of that, you know, getting the liquid and then the liquid contour, and then you still have to kind of set it, you know? That's just too much. So if you're a beginner, it's safer rather to contour your face, you know, chisel it, you know, give it structure, shape it out, just using pretty much powders, you know, rather use powders. There are some contours. You don't have to use a pressed powder. There are some contour powders which are actually very, very good that you can use. Okay, so we're going to do our foreheads now. And I like to really bring that very close because I have a very big forehead, as you can see. Yes, honey. So I like to bring it very, very forward. Some people just like to keep it, what about right there, you know, right there, you know. I bring it. I bring it. When I say I bring it, I bring it. I bring it. Okay. So we're just going to blend that out, you know. Blend. So it doesn't leave that demarcation. Yes, segregation. Separation lines, you know, you want it looking all together, working in amalgamation, you know, togetherness, you know, holding each other. You will come back and sort of fix it up. And I'll also be using my bronzer because contour and bronzer are two different things. Yes, they are. They are, okay? But we will also be keeping it pretty much right there, you know? Right there, right there. Okay? Right there, right there. Okay? And I'm gonna be blending all of that out. Okay, good. Not crossing. Right. Okay. Now, I'm going to go back to my L'Oreal Infallible. And I'm just going to sort of just line out my concealer. And I'm going to blend that out. But first, I'm just going to use my foundation brush just to make sure that it doesn't splosh out and goes everywhere. It remains right in that area. Okay. To give myself that lift that I said I wanted. Okay, we're gonna blend all of that. Okay. Just keep blending. Don't be in a rush. Don't give up. Just keep blending. The key is in blending. We are blending. Okay. Just blend all of that, and anything that you feel that you need to fix, you can fix after. I mean, this is your makeup. Nothing is like set in and not fixable. So this will help with the lift that I'm trying to go for. Guys, I'm so sorry for the noise. Oh my word, like everybody's literally at home and it is so noisy. Okay, what I'm going to do now is I said that I want to use my blush, and we're going to just put blush right here in the highest, like literally here at this point, the highest point of our face. Okay, so I'm going to be using my Wet n Wild blush. Though you can even use your essence, it's also good, but this is very pigmented. You do not want a lot of this. It reminds me of the Revlon blush. Oh my god, the Revlon blush. If you have never tried the Revlon blush, like you have totally not tried everything. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm going to quickly blend all of that together. I'm going to quickly blend all of it together using my blender, but the side that is actually clean, it doesn't have any foundation on it. Okay, I'm going to contour my nose. Before I contour my nose, I'm going to highlight it, okay? So I said to you, we're going to leave the highlighting till a bit later. So I'm going to use my Wet n Wild concealer. Can it like focus? Okay, so I'm going to use my Wet n Wild concealer. Okay, and this Wet n Wild concealer, excuse me, is like literally, it's very quick to dry. You don't have to wait for it. It comes tacky very quick, like very quick. Quick, fast, and inhaling. So it's not something that you have to wait till it becomes tacky. Otherwise it's gonna dry and it's gonna create more job for you to correct that. So my daughter is home and she's causing havoc. So everybody's trying to like keep her at bay. She is so naughty, guys. Oh. Naughty. Okay, so I'm also gonna be using my Yardley loose powder to actually set this in deep beige. Deep beige. Yes. You're laughing at the deep beige. It's deep beige. Deep beige. You just get me. You get the gist of it. This powder is very good, but using it is crazy because of all that all out. It's very messy. But it's a good powder. It's really good powder. Okay, so I am going to contour my nose now. Okay. Okay, and we're just going to pick up that. Notice how I'm pressing down on my brush. Okay. I'm going to just go in and quickly fix this. I'm going to use our highlighter. Okay, and I love this Wet n Wild highlighter. I've had this for a while now. And it's the Ticket to Brazil. I think I need to try out some new shades also when it comes to this highlighter, because I've always had this one. I know I have another one, Essence, which is actually very good also. I also have a Beauty Treat one. It's also nice, but I always gravitate to this one. I really love it. And just how it sits. So remember, we're giving ourselves that facelift, so we're gonna pretty much keep it right here. We're not gonna go beyond. Right here, right under our blush, right here. Okay, and that is our highlighter. Okay, so now I'm going to quickly do my eyes. Then we're gonna tie up the whole look. Okay, so hey guys, this is the finished look. I used this mood setting spray to set my whole look. I'm actually holding it upside down. Here it is. I used the setting spray to actually set my whole face, and this is actually very budget friendly. And this is the finished off look. Okay, so what we're gonna do next is we're gonna put a mask on to actually test this out. Okay. In front of y'all so that you guys don't say a lie to y'all. Okay. So this is me with the mask on. Okay. This foundation stated that it is mask proof, right, y'all? You'll get me? Okay, so we're testing out if it is actually mask friendly and there's less transfer. Well, it says low transfer, not less transfer. If there's low transfer, so yeah, we're checking this out. So here goes. Okay, I'm gonna move around, press it down, and see how it works out. Okay, holla at me, drop a comment down below if you guys want me to do the whole eye look for you. It has transferred, nothing else. It is low transfer. Okay, that's why I'm saying this is like definitely the best foundation for 2021 for me. I feel like it does the ish. It really truly works, and it does what it says. And it's very rare that you find a foundation that states something and it actually does that. So totally 100% transfer proof, low transfer. Even if you've worn it for the whole day, regardless of what you were doing, it really does stick on your face. You know, you have to touch up there and here. You know, if you've worn it for the whole day and it's like late. You know, but it is true to its statements, and I feel like it's really good. Like, it's a good investment, and it retails for around about 175 rands here in South Africa. So that's a really good price for what it is actually stating that it does, and it actually does do. Okay, so bye guys, thank you so much. Don't forget to leave a comment. There are no stupid questions when it comes to makeup. Any question or any requests that you guys might have, I would love to see that. Don't forget to like the video. Thumbs up for this foundation. Till the next video. Bye guys.